Good morning and welcome to Karen from tilleycrafts.stampinup.net. This is the card I'm bringing you today. Excuse all the bits on my desk, but I've been busy. I've used the lovely Notes of Nature, which is in the new mini catalogue, and the dies that go with it, which I've had out and I've been chopping bits out, so I can't show them you all, but that's one of them. You've got standalone dies, which I can show you all these bits. Also, you've got dies to cut out these three images. I have done a card before with this, so you can always have a look at that. So I decided, I've done this one in Orchid Oasis, so I thought I would do it in Tahitian Tide. So I'm just going to bob them out the way, and it's a long card, a thin, like a DL card I think they call it. So this is basically a thick basic white, and it's a 7x7 square scored at 3.5. We have a layer of Tahitian Tide, which is 3.25 by 6 3/4. A stamping layer, which is 3 by 6.5, and that's the basis of our card. Now, I did cut these out on a previous video, and my camera packed up, so I've cut these out. Look at the gorgeous detail on that die. So we've got lots of bits to add to our card. Might not use them all, but they'll come in for another day. So we just need to do a bit of stamping. So I'll bring in my Tahitian Tide and the stamping layer. Hope you can see this all right. I'm just having a bit of trouble at the minute with the cameras, my phone, and filming stuff at the minute. So I'm taking this beautiful stamp and we're just going to stamp it at the top like so, and then come in with the crosshatch stamp, and we're just going to stamp it over, give a bit of texture, and then come in with this lovely dottage, and we're just gonna pop that over the card. Love that. A bit more. Never have too much dottage. So that is our stamping done. Oh, put it away. I need to stamp the sentiment down, and I would help. So I have a scrap here, so we can use that. Oh, lovely. If you think my ink pack looks a bit dodgy, it's not dodgy. What happened was, when I first got this, I re-inked it. I didn't realise I'd re-inked it with Bermuda Bay, but easy fix. Washed out the stamp pad and then just re-inked it with Tahitian Tide. My only thing is why it looks a bit blotchy is because I didn't let it dry properly. So if you ever wash an ink pad out, make sure you dry it properly before you put the ink back in, and then it'll be fine. I mean, it stamps fine, there's nothing wrong with it. And it was just my silly error of not re-inking it with the right ink. Alright, so I'm just using liquid glue because it gives you that little bit of wiggle room. And just layer it up so it gives you a nice border all the way round, and then we just need to decide where we want stuff. So let's bring in my mini trimmer, and we're just going to trim this off. Love this mini trimmer. Not that I can poke things out, it does need a clean though, because I've used it that much. Oops. I'm hoping they bring this out again, because I did really love this. It was great. And as you can see on my normal card, I've just put a bit underneath it, and I'll do the same with this. So let's chop that off. And then just chop a little bit off the end. So I didn't want it too big. I'm just going to straighten that edge up because I put it in skew width. That's it. Well, I hope you're all well. And time's marching on again. That'll go on there like that. I can't believe we're almost at the end of January. And that we're going to be into February. But I just can't wait for the weather to go a lot nicer. I don't mind the cold, I just don't like the rain. And getting wet. Right, so we're going to have a look at these. So we've got this. I don't ever want that one on it. And we've got these little ones. And as you can see with this one, I actually chopped it in half. So we'll do the same again. So I'm just cutting it in there so that I can have one coming down and one going up like that. And on the back of this one, I did put some dimensionals. Let's dig out my mini ones. So just on a couple of the leaves. Oops. At the top, I just put these on so that it would stick up a little bit. And the same with this one at the bottom. Just gives it a little bit of definition. Oops. So what, oops, don't stick it down, Karen. Right, so I know I roughly want it about there. So what I'm going to do is just put a bit. I've lost the end of my Stampin seal. There it is. In the middle here so I can attach. Oh, look at that. I've got a glue bogey. Let's take them off. That's better. So that when I put this down now, the bottom end will attach to that. And you're not going to see that because it'll be under the sentiment. Like so. And then I'm just going to pop a couple of these down. So pretty, this stamp set. I'm so glad this came out. Oops. Let's make the white one. Let's put this one down here. See how that nicely fits on. And then our sentiment is going to go across like that. So I'm just going to put one at that end, one at that end, and then just one in the middle there. There we go. Love that. I think it's so so pretty, this stamp. Now the only other thing I did on it, I don't know if you could see on this one, I just added a little bit of glitter to the leaves. So take your Wink of Stella and I'm just running it across this border to give it a bit of shimmer, and then I'm just going over the leaves, these ones, just a little bit, but it just adds that little bit extra. You never have enough glitter. There we go. And then for the finishing touches, we're going to add in the brass butterflies. Love these brass butterflies. Best thing that was ever invented. Let's pop one off. We'll pop one on the sentiment. And then we'll have a couple of the little ones just tucked in like that. And that is my card. I am, however, going to just put a little bit of detail in here. I think it just finished the card off. I didn't do it on that one, but I might go back and do it. And I think it'd be nice if I brought in this little flowery stamp and just added a couple of these in. Oops. And a little bit of dottage. I think it just finishes the card off. I think I'll go back and do that on the other one. But there is my card. Actually, I might do the other one now while you're here, and then I don't forget to do it. Just clean these off on my chamois. There we go. And bring in the Orchid Oasis. Another one of my favourite. I keep saying this is my favourite, but I seem to have lots of favourites at the minute. I like bright things. There we go. That just gives a little bit of nice detail inside. So thank you for joining me. We've used Notes of Nature plus the dies, brushed brass butterflies, and we've got the sample in Orchid Oasis and the one I've just created in Tahitian Tide. Really hope you like them. You have to let me know what's your favourite colour or what colour you would like to see in one of these. Thank you for joining me and hope you can come again soon. Thank you. Bye.